Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel, and today we're going to check out a band called Kill Devil Hill. The song is Blood in the Water. Now, we have checked out Kill Devil Hill historically. We did it probably about 6 months ago. It's the band, we checked out one of the original singles from about 10 years ago when the lineup of the band was slightly different. So we had Rex Brown from Pantera was previously in it, and the former, is it Vinny? Sorry, I can't remember the surname from that was in Sabbath, and Dio was the drummer.
Oh, Vinny Appice.
That's it, thank you. They're no longer in the band, so we have Johnny from Typo Negative is now the new drummer, and Matt Snell, who was in Five Finger Death Punch, is now the new bass player. So there's been a change around in lineup, and they've got a new album out this year, coming out in the next sort of 4 weeks, I think it is. And this is one of the singles that came off of it. So yeah, let's go check it out. Okay, there we go. Blood in the Water and Kill Devil Hill. Obviously, we're going to go to Andy, but I'm going to predict that he liked the music but really didn't like the vocals. That's my guess.
That's it, yeah. Next. Over to you.
It's not that you're predictable, Andy, or anything, but
I know. You say about the music, I think the best element of the music was the bass. It's really good to hear the bass high in the mix. because often you think, do they need a bass player? Is it just sort of filling that low end and the sort of, the rhythm buried under the mix? But it was prominent in that song, and that was really good to hear. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Dave. Wasn't a big fan of the vocals. I thought he's a great vocalist, but he's too good for that sort of, level of aggression in the music. It started off really, really heavy. Definite Lamb of God vibe for me, and I think I'd have enjoyed the track if it was more a Randy Blythe type vocal delivery.
Okay.
It was a bit too melodic for that style. Not that I don't always like melodic vocalists, but I just didn't think that suited that. There's definitely a groove to it. It was a really catchy song. As I say, I like the Lamb of God touches that I heard sort of in different passages throughout the song. Shortest guitar solo, however, I think it's about 3 notes.
No.
So if you pick that up sort of in the middle of the track, and it's a sort of standard performance video in a warehouse with lots of backlights. You've seen that 1,000 times before. It's not going to stand out when you're sort of scrolling through your YouTube recommendations looking at that, but nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes they're interspersed with sort of random story elements to try and sort of piece together a flow of a storyline that accompanies the vocals, but it's just all performance, very quick shots. Again, nothing wrong with that. I've seen that before, and I'd quite like that in a music video. Not something I'm ever going to go back to, if I'm honest with you, but fairly enjoyable, particularly on the musical level. If they brought in a sort of more aggressive vocalist, I might be more interested.
Okay. So for me, I like the vocals, but then that's because I like the cleaner vocal style. I would say, though, he does feel... I don't know if on this particular one, it just feels that there's a lack of dimension to the vocals. That it felt very samey by the time I got to get from the verses to the chorus. It didn't feel like the emotional element of the vocals changed. It felt like he was constantly... It felt like a bit of a whine. Like it was just kind of whining at you about whatever he was trying to get across. So I don't know... I got to the end of the song just going, okay, yeah, I need some sort of vocal variance now. I'm getting a bit kind of stuck with this vocal. I don't know, as you've said, Kirk, before, when we do album reviews or when we talk about this, I don't know if I could do a whole album of this. Would be my kind of thing. I like it in one song, but I don't know if it was feeling too samey. Musically, I thought it was really good as we picked up groove metal. Also, just kind of classic hard rock riffing in there as well. Reminds me a little bit of the band, the Cambridge Hot 1-2. Same sort of vibe to it. So like especially that chorus, blood in the what, I could hear Hot 1-2 was singing something like that very easily. Except for they would definitely put a longer guitar solo in there, knowing those guys. Video, yeah, performance video, shot very, very well. Cuts to it, and the transitions were really crisp, really on the money. So very, very nicely put together. Can't really fault it, to be honest, as far as that is. So yeah, good solid track. It's not a song that's going to make me go, wow, Kill Devil Hill, I've got to check them out, but there's nothing in there that's going to put me off them. I'd be intrigued to hear a whole album of it and make my decision after I've heard a whole album. But yeah, Kirk, what do you reckon?
We reviewed, was it Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons a few weeks ago? This is what I wanted them to sound like, so I'm very positive after hearing that. I think that was a remarkable chorus. I mean, I could sing it now. His vocals were excellent. They really are faultless, I think. Perhaps, if anything, I keep using this as a criticism, especially in heavy music. I think the song probably relied too much on the vocals. Some of those guitar riffs after the first verse they just got lost in the mix, didn't they? But you're right, the bass was really snappy in there, wasn't it? It was like growling away underneath. I thought that was a thoroughly enjoyable song. I could listen to an album like this. I think because I don't listen as much now to hard rock, it's always a pleasant surprise when I get something like that, because I just think, you know what, it's fun. It makes you want to flex your muscles, and in my case, it makes me probably feel 5'10" instead of 5'5". It does. I mean, look at them. Just look at the band. Come on, when you've got lyrics in there talking about a primal urge that cannot be tamed, could you get any more alpha male than this band? Love it. I honestly think it was so enjoyable. What was very clever about that, let's be honest, that could just be a major label rock band from the golden heyday of the 90s, couldn't it? You know, after grunge, where all these heavy bands were getting signed up. But do you not think that there was a real, unashamed, classic 80s heavy metal sound in there as well? Just because they were playing downtuned, like drop D guitars. I heard Armored Saint in there as well. You know, you can hear like Corrosion of Conformity, even like mid-90s Metallica in there, in terms of the guitar playing, and a bit of Alice in Chains. But that was like a groove metal version of Armored Saint for me. So I think that's what was the most satisfying aspect of that song. Yeah, Dewey Bragg he's called, isn't he, the singer? I think I was critical of the other song we'd heard. Not at all on this. I think he really carried that song. If you look at the gurning faces of the bass player as well and the guitarist, they were clearly enjoying themselves. You wouldn't trust your daughter around men like that, though, would you? You know, if she was in a bar and she goes up to buy a drink and those four people are at the bar, you'd be like, oh, hang on, I better go up and order this for her, because they'd probably hit on it, wouldn't they? But yeah, good alpha male, masculine, hard rock music. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, well there you go. That's our thoughts on Kill Devil Hill and Blood in the Water. Now, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.